Hello, low ego action heroes. This is Debbie Levitt from deltacx.com, and something I see in online articles from time to time is UX should stop using jargon. Should we stop using jargon, and what is jargon? Well, every role, every job, every industry has their own specific terms. There are lots of terms that developers use, that QA uses, that DevOps uses, product, marketing, sales, you name it. Every role and industry has their own terms. We too have our own terms for various things. I think some people tried to say like personas is jargon and some of the other names we give to things, and that if we really want to be more inclusive, we should stop using our jargon. I would have to say that I disagree. I don't believe that we need to dumb down what we do for other people. If we have terms that they're unfamiliar with and we're using these terms around them, it would be kind of jerky of us to not explain our terms to people or to not use them in a way where they can understand what they mean. If a DevOps person started throwing around a lot of terms and tools that we didn't understand and said Kubernetes cluster and CI/CD pipeline, and we just kind of sat there and blinked, well, we could say, hey, can you please explain that? That doesn't mean I don't want them to use their terms. I want to understand their terms. So let's make sure that people understand some of our key terms. I think I saw a Medium article that said the word deliverable is terrible jargon and we shouldn't use it. I know that we use terms like deliverable and artifact for work that we do. I don't think that these are such terrible terms, and I don't think that we should stop using terms that are specific to our industry and profession. But we do want to have empathy and make sure that other people know what we're talking about. I mean, what's the opposite of not using jargon? Do we have to dumb everything down? Do we have to call personas target audience aggregates showcasing task analysis? I think personas is okay. We might have to explain to people what those are. And typically I will. I might say, here's my set of personas. And personas are aggregated archetypes that we create based off of qualitative research. I interviewed 30 people and I was able to combine what they were saying and come up with these more colorful and deep descriptions of our target audiences. How long did that take? Now nobody feels stupid, and if they ever hear personas again, they get it. So I think that if you're very worried about being inclusive, we can be inclusive, but that doesn't mean we should stop using the terms and language that are part of our profession. Doctors use their terms, engineers use their terms, marketing uses their terms, and if we don't know what they mean, we should ask, and they should also be sensitive to the idea that we don't know. So I would say don't worry about these bizarre articles that say stop using jargon. I don't think jargon has to alienate people if we make sure they understand what we're talking about, and if we make sure that we're using those terms not to sound like the smartest person in the room, not to talk over someone's head, but just to name the things that we do. I'm not going to start calling personas something else because someone thinks that's jargon. That's the correct term for what it is. I'm not going to call user-centered design something else because someone thought that was jargony. So again, as usual, my advice is don't feel bullied by people outside of our roles who are trying to dumb us down and make it look like, oh, UX, it's this simple thing. Anybody can make these things. It's not true, and we shouldn't accidentally play into that by dumbing down our language. Again, don't talk over people's heads. Make sure they know what you're talking about, but it's okay to use our own industry terms. They're using theirs. On that note, won't you please subscribe to the DeltaCX YouTube channel so you can know when I'm going live, and I've posted other videos, so ring that bell. And please have deep and abiding empathy for me and for this video. Press that like button and let the YouTube algorithm know that you enjoyed this and you might want to see other things like it. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next video.